That was a lot of hyacinth. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Hello. My name's Felda Blythe. I'm a Hellenic polytheist YouTuber. And I'm here today to do a video. I got my lovely Christmas mug here. My mom got this for me, and I forgot to take it out until after Christmas, but I don't care. It might be spring, but in my heart, it's not. It's also spring. So this video is kind of, I really enjoy those videos where it's like, I did X so you don't have to. I bought blah blah, or I bought a spell on Etsy so you don't have to. However, I've never seen those particular videos, like the ones done by spells or readings or whatever. I've never actually seen them done by pagans or witches. And I wanted to do that because I have always found those videos fun. And this video also has a sponsor, so I can be a little bit more generous with my money, as it were, in that regard. Which, speaking of, so this video is sponsored by Aura. So I will let sponsor Fel take it away.
I would like to thank today's sponsor, Aura. Aura is a new mindfulness and sleep app that was the winner of the Best of Apple Award and is used today by over 7 million people. The internet is a wild west when it comes to information regarding spirituality and mental health, and everyone seems to be claiming that they know best. But what I love about Aura is that they make it easy for you to be the master of your own path. They really have it all, with everything from life coaching to bedtime stories to CBT guidance. As I soon discover within this video, lots of spiritual online offerings can be hit or miss, or generally feel like it's not for you, that it lacks uniqueness. Well, with Aura, it's not a one-size-fits-all. If you want to go beyond white noise, for example, you can, switching to hypnosis or breathwork or sounds of the jungle. The soundscapes are a personal favorite of mine. And if you think you might like something but not right now, you can add it to your favorites and easily come back later. When you sign up for free for Aura using my unique link, it asks your goals, what type of mindfulness exercises you enjoy, and even what accents you want. I myself have used it quite a bit to deepen my spiritual practice and turn inward when there's just too much going on outside. If that sounds like something you're looking for, the first 500 people who click my link get a free trial and 25% off Aura. Thank you again, Aura, for sponsoring the video, and now let's get back to it.
All right, now that we have talked about our sponsor, we can get into the buying random stuff on the internet. So my goal here is I wanted to do deity readings. If you've talked with me online at all or seen me post in various spaces, I'm not the biggest fan of deity readings. I wouldn't say that I hate the idea of them or that I'm vehemently against deity readings. But when it comes to things that I would pay other people to do, spiritually, there's not a lot, but spiritually, deity readings are especially not one of them because I see deities and deity relationships as highly personal. Perhaps if you're starting off in your practice and someone offers to read you something, maybe accept it. You know, there's no harm in trying. Like, I've done deity readings for myself and for close friends as well. And also getting into this, I don't want it to sound that I don't think people should be paid for spiritual work. That is not the case. I think things are extremely complicated when it comes to capitalism intersecting with spirituality. And this is one of those weird things. We all gotta hustle. We all gotta pay bills, pay rent, pay a lot of money to get 70s curtain bangs. There's also a lot of scammers. I mean, this is nothing new. The whole reason why in certain states charging for tarot card readings is actually illegal is because of the spiritualists of the Victorian age. So this is a very, very old dilemma. If you're going to pay someone, I would pay someone that you know. Like, there are plenty of people I know in Discord servers who have readings that they do for free and then also have readings that they will charge for. I don't recommend getting a spell off of Etsy or getting a reading off of Etsy. I also don't recommend selling your wares on Etsy in that regard in general. Etsy is kind of a hot mess in general at the moment. I've gotten paid readings done at like fairs and stuff. I think it's one of those art forms where I think it's almost better to do it in person because of whatever that energy is. So I'm going to have Fell from the Past with lots of roots talk a little bit about how I decided on who to look for here on Etsy. Hello, it is me. It's Fell. As a quick heads up, an alarm next door at my neighbor's keeps going off. Don't really know what that's about. But if you hear it, it seems to be being resolved. There's a bunch of guys standing around kind of like, what's going on here? Whatever, they're taking care of it. But if that happens, whatever. It's me from the past. I am looking today at deity readings. So I have already gone ahead and favorited 3. My goal was to do ones of different tiers, but honestly, they're not really that expensive in general. So let's look at our first one here. 24-hour delivery, deity confirmation. What's in the box? Their identity, a channeled letter of their wisdom to you, a worship guide tailored specifically to your deity. This one I'm particularly excited about, the worship guide aspect, because as we all know, I have a lot of opinions on that regard, and I'm just it's hard being a little bit cynical because I'm like already ready for them to get it wrong. But I'm also going to be talking about what I think they got right. So there is that. Oh, good. We have a video here as she's like wafting incense, and now she's praying over some crystals and tarot cards. Now she's shuffling them, and she put on it. Oh, she shuffled them very badly. Okay, interesting. What's in the box? Who's already reaching out? A channeled letter. A worship guide, a comprehensive worship guide tailored to your deity, like a keepsake you can treasure on your spiritual journey that includes 1, historical information. Yes, I'm here for it. 2, understanding your deity. 3, creating an altar. 4, offerings and rituals. I'm actually curious for this. I think I might try the rituals. We might try the ritual here. Personal bonding. Don't really know how that's different than anything else that's mentioned here. Respect and ethics. I also don't know what that means. And associations with animals, colors, crystals, herbs, food, and drinks. This I'm very excited to see because I have a lot of opinions about that. Ooh, terms and conditions. Individuals may have multiple deities present, and the confirmed deities are the first to come forward. If you don't like a deity that comes forward, you can communicate your preference, but keep in mind there's a 2-way process and not all deities may be interested. That's interesting. I wonder if I save my preference as a Helen or Polytheist, so she's already going to be kind of like a bit sus. I don't know. I'm going to come up with a genius message to all these people. So that's the first one. I'm excited for that. Exact deity answers, %99 accuracy. What does your deity expect of you? We will send your order accurate, high accurate, no any clear accurate feedback, clear. We will explain what you don't understand. I already don't understand anything. Welcome to a spiritual journey like no other. Are you seeking answers to the age-old question, what does my deity want from me? Yeah. Our deity reading or God reading offers profound opportunity to connect with 5 forces. Personalized insights. Our deity reading is not one size fits all. It's tailored to you. 99% accuracy. I want to know where that number comes from. I'm not sure yet, but I'll continue to ask again to be sure. Thanks very much for the enlightenment. That's not a very fast and insightful. Love my rating. These are all 5 stars. Let's see if there's any non-5 stars. The deity's message that came through perfectly described my present situation. All 5 stars. A little sus. I got answered and questioned my reading a couple of times, but they got in contact with assurance, and my reading was delivered not long after. I was given 2 only, expecting 1. I was very pleased. 203 pages. Holy heck. Okay, what's this crying? This was so amazing. It brought me to literal tears. Okay. I don't mean to make fun of these people, but like, it's just, I'm laughing at the scenarios because I've seen this before, and like, it's so hard because people, I'm gonna let Future Fell talk a little bit about my issues with deity readings here. Okay, and the last one, reveal multiple deities, decoding messages. Oh, jeez. Reveal multiple deities, decoding messages and divine portraits, deity confirmation, deity rating, deity identification, same day reading. Whew, I chose this one because it was a bestseller. And Go Away, Honey. I don't know how to get that off my screen. The bestseller, and also, I mean, just look at that. Look at those graphics. Which deity guides your path? Fantastic. Oh, there's a video. Oh, they do portraits. Now that's fun. Okay, it's a very slow portrait here. Okay, there's Zeus, presumably, or Jupiter. I don't know which pantheon they're going. That's an interesting portrait. I love it when in materials they say like psychic artist. Like you're not shipping me a psychic artist. That's a little weird. Which deity guides your path? Unveil the divine guardian of your magical journey. Your deity protectors hold an essential role in your life and your destiny. They understand your higher purpose, something vibrational. Your god protector's portrait and description will be sent via messages or email digitally on Etsy. Holy moly. Okay. Detail. I will identify the deity that guides your path with intuitive reading for insight. The deity could be from any pantheon or culture, uniquely aligned with your purpose. Detailed deity profile. Learn about your guiding deity, attributes, powers, and background. Understand their simple sacred days and how they influence various aspects of your life. Sacred days, I'm curious about what they're going to choose for sacred days. Guidance for personal growth, portrait of your deity. I'm definitely very curious as to what this portrait is going to be. Wow. Let's look at the reviews. Bet they're all going to be 5 stars. 4,000 reviews. Oh my lord. Okay, there's just 67 for this item. I wonder what this picture is. Is this like your soulmate drawing? Soulmate name. I don't like that. But this is the most expensive one, but only at like $17. So these are the ones that I'm going to be choosing. I'm excited. We've got deity confirmation with like a bunch of information that's cheaper. We've got a more expensive deity confirmation, and we've got one that's kind of like, it seems to be kind of, I don't know what it really means, and so I'm curious what's going to come at us. So I'm excited to see where this goes. See you in the future as future fell. It's been a couple weeks, and I have received all of the readings that I paid for, and I have not read any of them. I have looked at the deities who were picked, but I have not actually read the readings here. So we're going to start, I think, with the lowest tier reading and see what they had to say. So let me tell you what I specifically stated to these people, because I hashed it out with a lot of people in my Test Tubes and Cauldrons Discord of how I wanted to present my information, because I didn't want to be dishonest, and I also didn't want to blind them or blind myself, just because I don't think you can, blinding in terms of trial blinding where it attempts to prevent bias. I didn't think that was appropriate because, I mean, spirituality is not science. I mean, that's kind of what the whole podcast is about. And also, I felt that if I blinded them, i.e. gave them a false name, or didn't give them a name at all, or didn't give them the correct information, like my birth date and all of that, I felt that actually wasn't blinding them, but was rather skewing the results in a way, because perhaps in their spiritual traditions, the names and the birth date are extremely important to connecting to the people. To me, the person is the part, and that's why I think you should do it in person, but that's neither here nor there. So I ended up all sending them the same message. And I also, since, I'm filming this for a video and I'm not just doing this on my own, everyone comes to my channel because it's Hellenic polytheist focus, and I wanted it as that's also where I have the best expertise in terms of seeing how accurate I think these messages are in terms of what they say about them. I did leave some room for Roman gods in there, just because in a lot of people's minds they're equivalent, even though we know they're not. All right, this is the first message. Dear Felicity, as I connect with the divine energies surrounding you, I'm drawn to the presence of the goddess Venus, also known as Aphrodite in Greek mythology. Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, and passion, is here to guide and support you on your journey of self-discovery and personal growth. With Venus as your guiding deity, you can expect an influx of love, harmony, and beauty in your life. I mean, look at these fucking bangs here. That's what I call beauty. The first card drawn is the Lovers, symbolizing harmony, connection, and union. This card suggests that you may soon experience deepening bonds and emotional fulfillment in your relationships. The second card is the Empress, representing fertility, creativity, and abundance. This card indicates that you are entering a phase of growth and expansion, both creatively and materially. Trusting your creative abilities and allow yourself to express your unique talents and gifts to the world. The third card drawn is the Ace of Cups. Yup, that's one of my favorite cards! Signifying new beginnings and emotional fulfillment. This card suggests that you may soon experience a surge of love and compassion in your life, both giving and receiving. The fourth card, man, how many cards did I pick? I don't remember. The fourth card drawn is the Ten of Pentacles, representing long-term success, stability, and prosperity. This card indicates that you are on the path towards achieving your material goals and building a solid foundation for the future. The fifth and final card drawn is the Star. Yo, that's one of my other favorite cards, symbolizing hope, inspiration, and divine guidance. This card serves as a reminder that you're supported and guided by the universe in all of your endeavors. In conclusion, Felicity, the presence of Venus in your life signifies a period of love, beauty, and abundance. Embrace the blessings that come your way with an open heart and a positive mindset. Remember to cultivate self-love, nurture your relationships, and trust in the divine guidance that surrounds you. Honestly, fair play. For those of you who don't know, I actually do consider Aphrodite one of my sort of hearth goddesses, one of the goddesses that is like most close to me. She's actually the reason I came to Hellenism in the first place, is I kind of connected with her nymphs and then slowly connected with her as well. So Aphrodite is very near and dear to me. So, it's honestly hard for me to critique that one just because a lot of it was tarot. One thing that's hard is I wish there was a picture of the cards, because if you're a tarot reader, you know what cards are good. And if someone's pulling out the Eight of Swords, that person's probably not going to be happy to receive the Eight of Swords. Or if you pull the Tower, how are you going to tell your client that you pulled the Tower and you're like, I know you paid me money, but shit's fucked. So on that hand, part of me is like, I don't doubt this reader necessarily, but it would make me have some sort of peace of mind to know that those cards are accurate and that they weren't just picking the good cards. Although I feel like most people don't necessarily know what a good card entails. If you're getting this reading and you're just kind of getting it, but you don't do tarot a lot. So most people wouldn't hear Ace of Cups and go, oh yay, but I would, because that's one of my favorite cards. All in all, that's a pretty accurate reading in regards to how I have been feeling. Although again, it's one of those things, not to sound like a doubter here, it's one of those things where I feel like it's easy to fit your scenario to that. That one was vague enough that I was like, yeah, this is why I prefer to kind of do readings with people that I know or see someone face to face where I can dialogue with them more. Because this person barely asked any information. It was my name and my birth date, I'm pretty sure. So next one. Oh, that's right. I forgot I think I ordered art with this one. Well, it doesn't look like AI art so far, so that's good. Oh, she's got glowing underarms. I don't know if I would say that that's how I view Demeter, but why does she got a bow? It's starting to give AI generated. Dear Felicity, I welcome you into the light of my altar, blue heart emoji. During our connection, I sense your protector goddess, and with whom you share an extraordinary bond is Demeter. When I saw that it was Demeter, I didn't read all the message. When I saw it was Demeter, that made me smile because I really love Demeter. The ancient Greek deity of harvest, grain, and fertility. Correct. As one of the revered 12 Olympians, we know how I feel about the phrase 12 Olympians, and the offspring of Rhea and Cronus, Demeter embodies the undying power of motherhood. Fair enough. Your birth is a moment when the earth is awash with the promise of new growth, reflecting Demeter's sphere of influence. I'm not sure what your birth, when I was born, or in a similar vein, the affinity between Venus and Demeter, both goddesses of fertility in their own right, resonates with your life path. Okay, now that's interesting. She specifically mentioned, this is a different reader. She mentioned Venus, which is exactly who the other person mentioned. That's fascinating. While I deepen my spiritual connection to you and Demeter, I recite a sacred mantra of invocation, calling upon the nurturing energies of the great goddess of harvest and renewal. This mantra, echoing through the spiritual realm, strengthens our bond with Demeter, inviting her to share her divine wisdom and guidance. She actually started writing in Greek. Interesting. Okay. It says, O Demeter, mother of fertility and renewal, I invoke your presence, wise and omnipotent. Bring into my heart the light of knowledge and love. Interesting. As the mantra resonates in the spiritual realm, a profound sense of connection with Demeter is established. In this sacred space, Demeter's presence becomes palpable. Her essence enveloping me is warmth and understanding, and then she speaks to you. Her voice, a melody of timeless wisdom and maternal love. So, is she doing the invoking? I guess maybe she's astral projecting to River. I know there's Akashic records involved in one of these. Invisible, where whispers, wind, I walk beside you, unseen yet kin. Through seasons change, times fast sweep, and love embrace your heart to keep. I've seen you rise, I've seen you fall, and life's grand dance, you break it all. With every step, that was a long poem. With every step, every tear, my presence near, call your fear. Unless we bloom, heartaches loom within the light. Your poem echoes in your heart, a reminder of your life's mission to heal, to nurture, and to spread joy wherever you go. Now, I'm not here to accuse people of using ChatGPT, but the sensical nonsensicalness could be ChatGPT-esque, and that poem does somewhat sound like something ChatGPT would write. But it could also just be their own weirdness. We have to remember that. The poem was a little mid. I'm going to be honest. It was a little mid. I'm also not a fan of super rhymey poems. Again, a lot of it feels very, non-specific. All right, the last one. Okay. Why are there 3 Google Docs? Oh gosh. Okay, this is like a whole letter from Persephone. That's interesting. So we've got Venus, Persephone, Demeter. We've got connections here. They sent me a letter, and then they sent me a guide to rituals and offerings and a little bit about her. And I'm excited about that. My dearest, there are moments when I feel connection that transcends time and space. These just feel like they're nice, they're nice. And I think perhaps there is an aspect of Persephone herself, reaching out to me through this person. But this letter, it doesn't feel special, Those are nice sentiments. Persephone, the Greek goddess of spring, worshipping Persephone as a pagan, allows us to connect with the ever-changing seasons and the transformative power of nature. Key objects, pomegranate. The pomegranate symbolizes seeds of transformation, the connection between the underworld and the surface. Sure. Songs and chants, I want to know. Creating an atmosphere of songs and chants can be a meaningful part of worship. Chants for the seasons. Craft chants that honor Persephone in the changing seasons, celebrating both her time in the underworld and return to the earth. But I thought you were going to come up with a song or a chant for me. Symbol. Oh, I just read that. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. What? Key objects, symbols, pomegranate. That's the same thing, representing connection to the underworld. Wheat sheaf. A sheaf of wheat symbolizes fertility and harvest. That's literally the same thing. I was willing to be a little bit kind, because these people seemed really nice when I was talking to them. This is starting to feel either ChatGPT or just laziness level. Plants. Daffodils are associated with Persephone and can be included in rituals dedicated to her. They are, but it doesn't tell you why they are. The reason is because she was picking them. Prayers. Crafting prayers of invocations, Persephone can deepen connection. Okay, again, I could have come up with that on my own. Ritual practices. Seasonal celebrations. Celebrate the changing seasons and Persephone's journey between the underworld and earth with rituals that honor her presence. Again, the way that they made it sound on the listing was that they were going to write the ritual. Not one sentence inspo for a ritual. Half of this information sounds like it's for complete beginners, like someone who's never heard of Persephone. The other half of the information is just do this, as if they would know. So they messaged me, and they said, we know that you technically only ordered one deity confirmation, but we felt called to do another one for you. This one's from Celine. Okay, I'm going to read the rest of this to see, if it's even worth reading. I'm a little miffed. I didn't think I would be. All right, let's see what they've got. Yes, I know I'm about to leave Etsy. In fact, I would like to. Hold on. There's another person on this page. There is a whole other person on this page. Like, I know that maybe this information they give out to multiple people, but like, the bar should then be higher. Worship guides tailored. Yeah, a guide tailored to your deity. But like, these don't seem tailored. Like, I know it's not tailored to me, but they don't seem tailored to anybody. If you're sending these to multiple people, like, I get I didn't pay that much. If you're doing this for multiple people, maybe put a little more effort into it. I will say, it's fascinating to me that all of these deities are kind of associated together in one way or another. Like Persephone, Demeter, Selene is sometimes associated with Persephone in like later writings. And then like Venus and Aphrodite and Persephone are associated because of the myth of Adonis. Songs and chants. Again, okay. Craft chants that honor Selene and her goal in guiding the moon's journey. Why? I wanted you to write me a chant. Colors and crystals. We know how I feel about crystals. Or if you're new here, hi, I'm Felicity. I don't like crystals. White wine. White wine is associated with the moon. Is it? In what tradition? 15 prayers. Okay. Prayer for guidance. Selene, goddess of the moon, I beseech you to guide me on my spiritual journey and illuminate my path with your gentle light. Again, I could have come up. Let me ask ChatGPT right now. Create a prayer of invocation to Selene. Jesus, that's so long. Make it one sentence, please. That's too long, Chat. I'm not going to read that on here. Divine Selene, Queen of the Night, in your ethereal glow, guide us with wisdom and grace through darkness, illuminating our path and granting us serenity as we journey beneath your celestial show, invoking your spirit to guide our hearts and souls to find peace and reverence in your luminous embrace, O goddess of the moon, so bright as we bid you good night. Yeah, that was more interesting than that sentence. So, good job, ChatGPT. Chat's doing all the work for these people. Might as well just keep them coming. Can you create a simple ritual to Persephone? Materials needed: a small bouquet of spring flowers, stop typing, such as daisies, tulips, or daffodils, a candle, preferably green or white, a small offering, such as a pomegranate, a slice of bread, or a handful of grains, a quiet, sacred space where you can perform the ritual undisturbed. And then it goes on to list me a whole ritual here. Preparation: find a quiet and peaceful space, arrange your materials, light the candle, take a moment to center yourself, hold a bouquet of spring flowers and offer it to Persephone. I don't want to make it sound like ChatGPT could do a better job than this person, but ChatGPT could do a better job than this person. This was the one I was most excited about because it seemed special. It was like, ooh, you're getting a box. 2 pages. It's 2 pages, and there's like a huge enter space between each sentence here. I'm starting to wonder if they just copy and paste the letters. 10,000 sales. 10,000 sales. And that's how much effort you put in that? Again, people can charge however much they want. But like, really? Wow, I'm really annoyed here. My camera died, but I'm not done. The one I just gave you says it's $5.50. You know, as harsh as I was being on them, $5.50. Sure, you gave me $5 worth. But, like, come on, 10,000 salespeople? My YouTube channel's free. So, like, I don't know. Maybe put some more information in that if you're not just doing it as a quick scam here. And then the one that I liked the most was $8.77, which is extremely specific. So honestly, that one was the one I was least sure about, but I ended up liking it the best. A family with 154 years of tarot readings. I mean, probably, like, I don't doubt that, but, you know, I'm not sure if Mima here is, like, you know, you're not necessarily going to go into tarot business with your Mima. I mean, maybe you are. So I'm going to do a full conclusion in a moment, or I'm going to do a full conclusion later after I, like, talk about some of, honestly, the one that I was going to talk about, like, with the Akashic records. Like, I'm not even going to go into that. It was a whole lot of nothing. Maybe I'll just even do my conclusion now, because honestly, like, I'm disappointed enough that, like, I don't know if I want to dwell on it, you know? So, was it worth the money? Not $30+ worth, for sure. If you're a beginner, would I recommend this? No. Don't do this. This is so mid, so bland, so lukewarm. You are so much better off trying to figure it out yourself, talking to a friend, joining a Discord server, and seeing what other people think. You're so much better figuring it out that way. Sure, it was nice, like, I got to, you know, I guess hear from my deities. Do I believe that deities can communicate through these people? Sure. Why not? I'm sure Demeter took the opportunity to say hi, you know, whenever, in this sense. But, and if you do offer this stuff, you know, I'm sure you're great. Again, I just have issues with, like, online person you don't know doing this stuff, so. Sorry for a rather disappointing end here. But you know who's not disappointing? Today's sponsor. So go check out Aura. I'm going to put some stuff in the description about them. Let me know if you have had any experiences with getting readings on Etsy, like whether it's deity readings or not. And if not, let me know if you've had experiences doing deity readings. Like, what was that like? Did you do it for yourself? Did someone else do it for you? How accurate did you feel it was? Were you disappointed like me? Happy, wonderful spring here from me and my hyacinths. Yeah, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.
Shout out to my patrons, Anarcho Witch, Annie Nagel, Brooke Smoody, Charles Schneider, Ember Kelly, Grumpy Grandpa, Akeda Hakubi, Tanith, Thanatos Ghoul, The Other Saffron, and Tiny Atlas.